Hey Twin Flames, and welcome back to Tarot for You 444. It's certainly lovely to have you with me. Today I'm going to be doing a twin flame in separation video. Okay, so I've been guided to do this because I know a lot of you are in separation from your other, your counterpart. But before I start, someone's here to say hello. Harry wants to say hi, and he says that slowly, really slowly, he's getting rid of his ego. Oh, and hang on, he wants me to help him show you something. And he's been researching twin flames. Wow. He's got his glasses on. So he's feeling highly intelligent. And if you haven't got yourself a pair of these yet, you can go onto Amazon or eBay, and they're UV protection glasses, and they help you with the glare on your computer screen or on your iPhone, and they also make you look really intelligent, as you can see. So I'm just kidding. I do look kind of intelligent though, just a little bit. We can pretend just for today. Okay. So I pre-shuffled the cards, but I'm just going to give them another little shuffle while we're on camera. And hang on. We'll let Harry borrow them for a little while. I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night or afternoon or evening, wherever you are in the world. And I'm sending you lots of love from Australia. It's been really cold here because we're coming into winter soon. And I'm very lucky. I've got the heater right here next to me, keeping me warm. And last night there was a thunderstorm with lots of lightning and rain, and that was kind of cool. Alrighty, so I'm going to pull for both divine feminine and masculine, so we can kind of, actually come to a conclusion about perhaps, what each of the twins can do to help with the separation, to come back into union. Okay, so I'm not talking about full-blown union as in getting married, starting a family, that kind of union. I'm talking about, if you're in separation as in you're not talking to one another right now, or, you haven't seen your twin for a while. That's what I'm talking about when I'm discussing separation. Alrighty. So just bear with me as I pull the cards. If I remember, I'll timestamp when the reading starts. Okay. So we're going to do thinking, feeling and doing for both, and then how we can bring it all together. Okay. So we'll start with divine feminine first. Divine feminine's been checking out divine masculine's social media, or if they've shared any pictures or messages, that kind of thing. She's been really checking him out and thinking about how passionate he was and how sexy he was, when he came into her, when he came in and spoke, or when he, sent loving and or sexy messages. You know what that means for you. Okay. She's also thinking that this is a divine union, that there is much importance with this union, and that, it's been transformational for her. And for some divine feminines, it's been highly difficult and, you know, a struggle, even a struggle. You know, like Dark Night of the Soul has, you know, there's been some sort of depression, a little bit of sadness, a little bit of working through issues, you know, regarding people, places, and situations. And there's been some confusion. There's been some confusion here about why the divine masculine is going into this separation phase. You know, why is he not coming in? You know, have I done something wrong, perhaps? Some divine feminines are wondering whether he's got someone else. Some divine feminines are wondering, you know, if there's other things that are more important to him. You know, because if she's the most important thing, why isn't he coming in? This is what she's thinking. Her throat chakra is also needing to be balanced. And on the bottom of the deck here, we have the balance card, the temperance card. Excuse me. This is the need for divine feminine to speak her truth in some part of her life, not necessarily the twin flame journey. Okay, so what's divine masculine thinking at the moment? For some divine masculine, they are married. Wow. Unhappily married. Unhappily in another relationship. That won't resonate for all of you. If they're not married, they could be going through some sort of legal situation at this time. And if that's not the case, they're trying to bring justice into their life with regard to karmic situations, because it feels off balance. There's some sort of off balance here that he's thinking about. You know, separation is a time when twin flames can really come into their knowing of what they really want, and especially what they really want with relation to the twin flame journey, you know, or reflecting on their counterpart, you know, because it gives them time to think. However, divine masculine isn't thinking as much about the connection as divine feminine is at this time. And excuse me, his eyes aren't on the love as much right now. He's, you know, this is a past energy, this loving energy. For some of you, your divine masculine may have an M or a W in their name, or you, divine feminine, if you're watching, may have an M or a W in your name. Okay. So he's thinking that he doesn't want to talk about love right now. Or in the past, let me rephrase that. In the recent past, he hasn't really wanted to focus on love. Why? And we've used two different decks. We have the Justice card here coming up with the Nine of Swords. You know, this can be depression. This can be a dark night of the soul. This can be feeling as though they can't sleep, feeling as though something's not quite right. And they want to bring justice to this situation. Okay? Not all divine masculines are married or in another partnership. But for many of you listening today, they are. And they're not happy. They're very not happy at the moment. So let me just go to the bottom of the deck. Wow, 4 divine masculine here. Many of them are heartbroken about a third party situation. Okay? Many of them are heartbroken about a third party situation. So divine feminine, if you're with someone else, or if they're with someone else, they feel very heartbroken that that's what's blocking the connection. You know, this is someone who's crying. This is someone who's very upset. And I'll tell you why. It's because despite what divine masculine comes out with, on his outer, his outer demeanor, he really is the king of love. I always call the king of cups the king of love. He really does focus on divinity, on spirituality, on knowing what he wants is a life, a happy life with divine feminine. For some of them, they want you to be the mother of their children. Wow. Okay. So this is the thinking space for divine feminine and divine masculine. It's quite deep today. This is quite a deep message. Okay, so now let's go into the feeling space. I'm just moving these cards out of the way so I can use my other deck for the feeling space. Okay, so I'm going to use my, straight away. Feelings. There's a lot of feelings here. Divine feminine, let's see how you're feeling. Okay. There's a lack of belief in yourself at this time. There is perhaps a lack of self-esteem. It's kind of like you're worrying about how you've been wounded in the past. I think I want to use the word wounded. So it's like you're worrying about, past actions of other people in the past. And this is exhausting you, divine feminine. This is exhausting you, and you're being told now to come into your high priestess energy. All right? You're being asked to come into this divinity, into your heart space now, into your heart space, so that we can negate this overthinking, okay? So we need to put the mind away in the corner and come back into the heart space, okay? So we need to listen to some music, we need to run a nice bubble bath, we need to chill out a little bit more, we need to take some time. Divine Feminine needs to take some time for herself. Because her true feelings are that there could be this beginning of prosperity and stability. There could be this love affair like no other. This union of souls that are meant to be together. This is what she truly feels underneath that worry, underneath that codependency. We do have the Devil card showing up here. The codependency, feeling frustrated, feeling anxiety, feeling negative thoughts coming through. Right? This is Spirit saying, be careful, for all is not what it seems. There is deception and trickery around you, Divine Feminine. Take caution, okay? Take caution. Some Divine Feminine are talking to people about their twin flame journey, talking to people who don't understand it, and also some of them are going to healers or practitioners that don't really know what's going on. So there's a warning there. There's also people around you who could be jealous of you, Divine Feminine. So Spirit now are saying, that you already feel this. You already feel like something's not quite right. You feel like someone might be jealous of you. You feel like someone could be taking advantage of you. And your intuition is correct here, according to the cards for this collective that I'm channeling for. Okay, so Let's see what divine masculine is feeling. He's feeling as though he wants this happiness with family. He wants to come together with divine feminine. For some of them, if they're already in a family situation, they have got, family gatherings that they're going to. They have got things that they need to do, perhaps, to do with their religion, perhaps to do with their culture, or, what's expected of them. All right? Their passion for divine feminine is still here. It's been here for a long time. And she's doubting this a little bit. It feels as though she's doubting this a little bit. She wants it, but she's not quite sure, She's thinking he's coming in as the Knight of Wands, but in actual fact, he's here and has been here for a long time as the King of Wands. He truly wants her. He truly wants to be with her sexually and emotionally. We're getting the emotions here as well. All right. Divine masculine knows, feels that he can, that luck's coming his way, that he can conquest over difficult odds, that triumph can be his. Okay? He does feel that that's going to happen. So I want to bring this together now and see what divine feminine's being guided to do about this separation phase. Okay, so we'll start with her and then we'll move to him. So Spirit is saying that divine feminine needs to believe that success is coming, that she can complete this task. The twin flame journey is not for the faint of heart by any means, because it brings up so many traumas and so many past life things and so much healing that you think you need to do. And it's not that you think you need to do it, you do need to do it. And sometimes you don't want to do it. Sometimes you're like, la 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 la. No, leave me alone. I've healed everything. And if anyone ever tells you that you don't need to heal anything and that you can just come into union like this, I would question that. Because the reason I would question that is because any journey, whether you're on the twin flame journey or just a normal journey and you're not a twin flame, there's always something more to heal. There's always something more to learn. There's always something more to do. There's always something more to perceive. Okay? So Spirit is advising you to come out of this energy where you feel like everything's kind of not working out, and to change your perception of it. To change your perception of it. Is your glass half full or half empty? That's up to you to decide. Because even if it is only half full or half empty, hang on Harry, tell me which one. Okay, even if you're perceiving it as half empty, he's giving me the advice here. Oh, okay. You can change your mind in any moment and decide that you're going to perceive things in a different way. And how do you change your mind? You literally, let's say Harry is the mind. Can we borrow you, Harry? Yes, he says we can. If he's the mind, he's my mind, we're going to just put him in the corner for a while. And then, what's going to happen is that we're going to come into our heart space. Okay? Not only are we going to do that, but we're not going to be judgmental of people. We're not going to be judgmental of the self. We're not going to be in this energy of there's always a problem. There's always an issue. Divine masculine's not coming in. Divine masculine's not doing what I want. What if I'm not going to be good enough for him? What if I this? What if I that? All the what ifs, which are that future energy of what if this? What if that? And it doesn't happen all the time. That's the thing. It kicks in, and then divine feminine kind of falls a little bit, and then she might go, oh, hang on a minute. She needs to pick herself up and remember that she only needs to lead with the heart space. You know, the twin flame journey, and I said this in my most recent video, the twin flame journey is a journey of a heart-to-heart connection, a soul-to-soul connection, you know, a telepathic or third eye connection. It's not a 3D or third dimensional consciousness reality relationship at all. It's nothing like that. It exceeds that. So divine masculine, he needs to bring this in by focusing on the future, by staying and realizing that he can also do this, and he is doing this. The thing is, he is doing this. He is seeing divine feminine as the wish fulfillment, but sometimes he forgets to take care of himself. Remember, we are a mind, a body, a soul. We have emotions, and we also have an energetic center, which is our chakras. So we've got to take care of all of it, because it's all it's all connected. All right, so let's just see, as a last message, what the twins want to say to one another. The advice is to be, the advice is, just quickly again, for divine feminine, is to come out of this mental idea that you need to overthink the twin flame journey and come into the soul or the heart space, right? And lead from there. This is a journey to unconditional love of self, and then unconditional love for your twin flame. And of course that's the same thing anyway, because you are the same. You're just in different bodies, okay? You literally have the same soul and you're in different bodies. So divine masculine, he's doing fairly well, and he's got his eye on the prize, but there are some karmic issues that get in the way mentally. And so he also needs to come into this unconditionally loving space and realize that this connection with his divine feminine is a soul to soul, or heart to heart, third eye to third eye, intuitive connection. It is not a mental connection like in the third dimensional consciousness, or in our physical reality when you go and date people. It's nothing like that at all. Okay, right, so divine feminine to divine masculine. I often dream of making love to you, she says. She also says, take this how it resonates for you, or if it doesn't, it doesn't matter. I can't even remember writing this one. I fantasize about your curves a little too much. Okay, so you can do with that as you please. Harry's gone into hiding now. You are my beloved. I love your eyes and smile, she says to him. She also says, I am hugging you through our soul-to-soul connection. That's beautiful. She also says, can you feel me in 5D? I can feel you. And her last message is, you are the most beautiful person and my body longs for you. Wow, a lot of sexual energy there coming from divine feminine, feeling hot. feeling hot. It's alright. So never mind me. Harry may be all embarrassed. Okay. Divine masculine to divine feminine. Tell me your favourite food when we communicate next. Wow, he might want to cook for you. He also says, I know you love me. Please look after you better though. Okay? Wow. He then says, all I want to do is massage your soft skin. So he's also feeling like he needs intimacy. He says, send me your kind thoughts today. I have been researching the twin flame journey. Wow. I know you are my twin flame. Goodness. Well, that's big news, isn't it? Wow. All right. So I want to just get love messages now for both. Love messages, love messages. Divine feminine to masculine first. Okay, divine feminine to divine masculine. Please don't doubt my love for you. It's the only thing I'm sure of. When I first met you, I honestly didn't know you were going to be this important to me. I'm sorry that this is how things turned out. So she's not wanting to be in separation at all. Divine masculine says, I smile whenever I get a massage. I think this massage, he's wanting to do this massage. It's coming to my mind. Let me state that again. I smile whenever I get a message from you. And I'm sure he'd also like a massage too. It's so hard not talking to you. So he's also finding the separation difficult. We are in each other's life for a reason. Thank you for showing up. Oh no. For some of them, all I want to do right now is cry and scream and let it all out because the pain is killing me inside. Wow. I'm not sure what that's about. The last message from him is, I'm a big mess and that's the last thing you need right now. Maybe we'll just quickly delve into why he's a mess. And of course I've gone over time, but it's worth it, isn't it? Okay, why is he a mess? Let's see. Okay, someone younger than him around him at the moment. He found out some information recently about this person that's younger than him. Okay, he actually was feeling total contentment and, you know, really good and, you know, relaxing and feeling like everything was, you know, going good. But then he felt like something just wasn't quite right in terms of this person who's younger than him. I feel it's a male energy. You know, his commitment to him was not good. And in fact, you know, it's a feeling like for some of them, because we have the Hierophant and the Death card in reverse. Okay, for some of these divine masculines, these cards aren't the same as the Rider-Waite deck. So I'll read them. All right. I'll read them intuitively and also by what's on the card. So it's saying here that there's a male spirit guide around divine masculine here. Someone who is wise and capable male soul that was in his life and now is guiding them into the right direction. So it's kind of like he can feel this and he doesn't know what it is. You know, for some of them it could be you know, a past loved one that's you know, in spirit trying to get their attention, and it's kind of like he can feel this energy around him and he doesn't know what it is. And so this is making him feel a little bit weird. And then we've got this younger energy that's giving him that he found a secret about. Okay, so this won't resonate for all, but I'm just letting you know what the cards are saying. Because he was looking for a new beginning with this younger energy, this younger male. The younger male could also be the person in spirit that's bothering him. Okay, so take it how it resonates. There's either someone, a male in spirit, and another person in the physical world, in the real world, or this younger energy in spirit is coming to him and he can feel it, and it feels, he feels off, or he feels like there's something going on and he can't quite put his finger on what it is. All right, for some divine masculines too, they're in summertime at the moment and they're feeling hot and bothered, which is taking away from their normal loving feeling, because they're hot. If you get too hot, you feel like, you don't feel like, I don't know, what do you feel like when you get too hot? You feel, I don't know, exhausted kind of thing. And so you can have more worries than normal, or you can just, get frustrated with people more quickly. Okay. So the other reason he could be upset is because he's had to focus on his work, his tangible, physical, third dimensional world work, and he really, really wants to just focus on the love. And there's, a lot of burdens and stresses going on with his actual life and his, he wants to bring his twin flame life together, but there's just too much going on. And so then he feels a bit mentally trapped and also a bit exhausted and also a bit of a fool because he can't come in and say hi to his divine feminine who he really wants to give an offer to, and he has done for a long time. This is in reverse, so he's wanted to bring this offer in, whether that's just a text message or a conversation or a marriage proposal. For some of them it is a marriage proposal. They have been thinking about this. Because you see, when people go into separation, they have time to think about one another and miss one another. So, separation is a good thing in many respects because it actually gives each person time to reflect and think about how much they truly do miss the other. Or if they don't. But remember, this connection is a heart-to-heart, soul-to-soul, intuitive connection, okay? It will raise your vibration when you come into union with your twin and you're both in your divine energy as opposed to your distorted energy. So remember that. Remember, when you come in together in your divine energy, the way to do that is to be in your heart space and be unconditionally loving for your twin no matter what they're going through. Because some divine feminines and divine masculines still have a lot to work through. There's still addictions, there's still mental conflict happening, there's still emotional or inner childhood wounds. There are still things to work on. But the advice is to not focus on any of the negative and to see the glass as half full. Focus on what you do have and not what you don't have. Because when we do that, as human beings, when we focus on what we do have as opposed to what we don't have, then we get to see the world in a truly beautiful way. Then we get to be like Harry and experience the world in a happy way. We're not here on the earth to be miserable. At the end of the day, we don't want to spend the rest of our life being miserable. So we need to wake up and perceive our life as a glass half full. And even if you're not exactly where you want to be in any moment, know that you're striving toward that moment or those moments, and try to live in your heart space, which will bring joy. And as we go from joyful moment to joyful moment to joyful moment, then over time you start experiencing happiness. I think I need a massage, actually. Just changing the subject. Hang on. Let's see. Before we go, let's just see Intelligent Harry one more time. He says, hubba hubba. He's looking for his twin flame. So if anyone knows where his twin flame's hiding, maybe you can shoot me a message down below and I can tell Harry, because he's doing everything he can. He's trying to clear all these things and be joyful. You can see he's being joyful. We'll quickly say hi to Sally and Larry. I just noticed something really funny about Sally. Poor Sally. She's literally got a little attachment there to so we can hook her up. We can hook her up on something and she can oh dear. Anyway, they're going great, these two. They're going great because they're in their heart space and they're unconditionally loving of one another. And Harry loves them both very much too, and he's supporting their twin flame journey. Alright, I know I'm being silly. It's time to go. When I be that silly. When you're laughing about a little hook on the back of your teddy bear that's called Sally, you know it's time to go. I'm sending everyone so much peace, love, light this day. And if you need to connect with me for a twin flame reading, I promise I will take it very seriously. I won't be joking around if I do a twin flame reading for you, or a soulmate reading, or a general life spread, or poetry from your twin. I also do that as well. Alright, so you can contact me. My details are in the description box below. And I'm sending you a great day, night, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.